ValveTime.net.
Hi, and welcome to the ValveTime news for June 8th, 2015. Each week, we'll bring you the biggest talking points regarding Valve and the community. This week was seemingly all about game developers granting wishes. Yes, we're looking at you, Fallout 4, and Valve were definitely no exception. Their first wish of the week was one of their simplest moves in recent times, but also one of the most impactful and desired. We're of course talking about the introduction of Steam Refunds, which now allows Steam users to return any games and downloadable content they have purchased within 2 weeks of the original purchase date, and if they have less than 2 hours played. Even if a user's content falls outside these categories, Valve's support team will take a look regardless and judge refunds on a case-by-case basis. That is, as long as they aren't asking for a refund on movies or gifts, as neither of these are currently supported. The new refund system also applies to pre-purchased titles, which can be refunded at any point prior to a game's release and throughout the usual 2-week period thereafter, even if the title was purchased months before release. Once a refund is approved, the user will receive a full refund in the space of 1 week, with their funds being distributed back to either their original payment method, such as a debit or credit card, or to the account's Steam wallet. As you might expect, Valve are looking to curb potential misuse of this system by disallowing those with VAC bans or previous refund abuse to use the service. While definitely something Valve should have implemented long ago, it's great to finally see them take the plunge and offer their most massive user base more help when purchasing from the Steam store. Oh, and we'll almost certainly be returning to Steam's massive user base in a short while, so stay tuned. Valve's second wish on the checklist was actually related to Team Fortress 2, for once. Many years after TF2 actually helped establish the Steam Workshop, this week finally saw the game's ongoing content team release map support for the Games Workshop page. This means, like Counter-Strike Global Offensive and, well, most other supported Source games, the community can upload, rate, share, and download custom maps, functionality previously limited to third-party websites such as tf2maps.net. As with all Steam Workshop uploads, authors can easily acquire feedback from numerous sources, including comments and analytical data, hopefully making it easier than ever before to develop and iterate custom levels and game modes with the help of the wider community. Valve have also allowed servers to offload the downloading of maps to the workshop, making it easy to stay up to date while also hopefully improving the time it takes to get into a match. As with basically every other update released into Team Fortress 2 over the past 2 years or so, the Map Workshop functionality is currently listed as being in beta. So Valve are on the lookout for relevant feedback which you can submit via their contact page. Despite the tag, the workshop is already filling up with some of the most popular and well-loved community maps from years gone by, including Snowplow, Glassworks, and Sujin, among many others. We'll include a bunch of links in the video description should you want to check any of them out. With June now upon us, it's likely not long until the annual Steam Summer Sale rolls around. And that brings us to the number 3 wish on our list. Wait, wrong series. Like every sale, the upcoming reveal was precursored by a set of 10 mystery cards, which popped up for the first time early this week. Like always, the cards can currently be crafted but cannot be used yet. We're not sure if the pixel aesthetic shown in each card number has anything to do with the potential theme of the sale, but we'll be keeping our eyes peeled for even more information coming hopefully in the very near future. May Gaben have mercy on our wallets. Wish number 4 hit the Dota 2 community on Thursday of this week with Valve releasing the Collector's Cache, a new treasure chest available exclusively to Compendium owners. While treasure chests aren't usually all that exciting just by themselves, this particular treasure includes 8 mythical item sets for a variety of heroes alongside a rare chance to receive 11 Compendium levels and a 1 in 250 chance to get your hands on a Faceless Rex Courier. Like the Compendium, 25% of the revenue from all sales will be distributed to the prize pool for the International 2015, effectively creating an additional stream of income for the event. Thanks to Valve's expert planning and timing, this new treasure chest caused an absolutely massive spike in the size of the prize pool, quickly dragging it up well past 12 million in a matter of only a few days. While this of course means the Desert Terrain map style and the International 2015 music pack are both now unlocked, it's also worth noting that this new figure makes TI5's prize pool the largest in esporting history, already smashing the International 2014's record of around 10.9 million with just under 2 months to go until this year's event kicks off. The 5th and seemingly final wish was granted in the back end of the week, with Valve using Thursday to announce that pre-orders for the first batch of Steam hardware is now available. By pre-ordering either the Steam Controller, Steam Link, or any of the Steam machines from Steam, GameStop, EB Games, Micromania, Game UK, or other participating retailers, Steam users can guarantee they will receive their device early on October 16, 2015, almost a month ahead of the official launch on November 10th. Both the controller and link are available for £39.99 or $49.99 each, with the Steam machines being sold at various prices depending on their brands and technical specifications. All pre-orders are reportedly only available in limited quantities, so be sure to head on over and place yours as quickly as possible if you're looking to get in early. A new trailer fresh from Valve's offices helps shine a bit more light on what makes the Steam controller so unique. So we'll leave an annotation link on screen now should you want to open it up in another tab or check it out at the end of this episode. That wasn't all for Steam hardware, however, as numerous third-party game developers began posting photographs of HTC Vive developer kits, which began shipping this past week. According to Chet Falazek, Valve has shipped developer kits to a wide range of organizations, including major movie studios, AAA developers, and small indie teams working on their first title. These developer kits include the headset, 2 Lighthouse base stations used for motion tracking, 2 wireless Steam VR controllers, cables to get it all wired up, and instructions to help set the system up. The instruction manual shown here is particularly neat as it of course features the same bendy stick figures from the Portal 2 trailers, which seem to be more widely associated with Valve than the game these days. If you want to take a look at the manual in its full glory, check out a link to an Imager album in the video description kindly created and sent to us by ValveTime user McBob this past Sunday. Waves of development kits will continue to be released throughout the summer as we move closer to the device's public release this holiday season. One wish not quite granted this past week revolved around Source 2. As we mentioned on our last episode, in the final few days of last week and the first few of this, it seemed as if the Source 2 version of Dota 2 was going to be released, something which didn't quite come true yet. However, while our last video was being edited, the community at large was paying close attention to the Steam database, which was being updated with a number of new entries related to the now confirmed separate Source 2 client for Dota 2. These largely include new depots for all the many different variations of Dota 2, including the main game, the low violence content, and Korean and Chinese client. These files have been updated multiple times over the past week or so, but none of them can currently be accessed by the public. That said, the fact these database files are actually being updated would indicate their inclusion is right around the corner, with the client possibly releasing at any time in the next few weeks. This was further supported late this past week by the discovery of a Source 2 replay for a matchmaking game by Dota 2 statistics website DotaBuff. According to the folks over at DotaBuff, the replay cannot be accessed on the Source 1 version of the client, and the match included various Valve developers. For now, let's just remain optimistic that we'll see all of this content in the very near future. Just be sure to control your expectations, as always. If we jump back to Steam for a quick moment, this past week saw the release of plenty of new data regarding the platform, how it is used, and by how many. Over at the Content Delivery Summit, Valve's Mike Dunkel presented a slideshow revealing a bunch of different statistics and graphs, once again highlighting just how dominant the Steam platform has become over the past 11 years or so. These include revealing Steam now boasts 125 million active users, a record of over 9.5 million concurrent users, over 2 billion minutes played per day, and over 4,500 pieces of official content including games, downloadable content, and videos. This has helped Steam become one of the largest and most active virtual economies in the world, with over 2.3 billion items traded since the feature's introduction and over 5.5 million items traded per day. There's a bunch more figures over on Mike Dunkel's presentation, particularly regarding networking and content delivery, so be sure to head on over if you're looking to learn more. Last but still probably least, this week's Counter-Strike Global Offensive update introduced a new map known as Crashsite. While the new official CSGO map would definitely be a pretty big deal under normal circumstances, this unusually small map is limited to the Guardian cooperative missions introduced with Operation Bloodbath nearly 2 weeks ago. Guardian missions place the player and a friend on a small map where they must defend from increasingly difficult waves. It follows the pretty standard formula of defending a location until both players are dead, but it is interesting to see how age-old horde mode mechanisms translate to global offensive. If you own an Operation Bloodhound Access Pass, don't forget to try out the Guardian missions for yourself if you want to see Crashsite in action. And that brings us to the end of a very busy week of Valve news. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch TV, to check out our previous episodes, and to join the conversation over on the ValveTime.net community forums. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.